Alright, hey guys, it's Priscilla again, and I'm just going to do a quick check on these little guys. I have not checked on them in a while. So, I'm just going to come in here and move some of this over, see how they're doing. If they're moving well, or just kind of checking up on them. There. It's nice and wet. Haven't put any fluids in here. And over here it's looking nice and dark. Just gonna come in here, aerate it a bit. Let's see if I can bring you guys a little closer. See if you can kind of see them. Looking nice and healthy, moving, making lovely squishy noises. So I know they're doing okay. Let's get in here a little bit. And they're moving. Getting fat, doing well. And they're bunching up a lot on the bottom and on the sides. Might need to give them a little bit more bedding, so I might shove this pine shaving that I have on top for a little bit of I have the pine shavings on top just for a little bit of protection, give them a little bit of dry space and a little bit of warmth in case they need to get from in the cold. But can move that over. And then come over here, since I have been feeding them more so on this side as of late. And then just kind of come this way a bit. And see what's going on this side with most of the food. See how they're doing with getting that. You can actually, I don't know if you can get a good close-up on them. I'm starting to see some black soldier fly activity as well. Again, which I'm surprised because they kind of slowed down once it got cold outside. But I am seeing them again. See if you can get a good visual of that. But there's a pair that hasn't been touched yet. Another pair hasn't been touched yet, so it's here. They have got plenty of food, so I don't really need to feed them anymore. You can see the black soldier fly as well as the worms. So, quick inspection, and they're looking good. Looking real good. Sounding good. I did find a slug in there, but I'm going to chuck that and give it to the chickies. And then I'm going to let these black soldier fly get the larvae get a little bit bigger, closer to the point of them being black. And yeah, there are a lot of them over here. So they are eating. They're eating really good. Eating really, 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 really good. Let's see if I can get this bunch up right here. See, I don't mind touching the wormies. I just don't really care for the black soldier flies. They feel really, 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 really weird. Their squiggly is a lot different than the worm squiggly. Let's see if I can put you right back where I had you to begin with. kind of cover them back up. Do a little bit more of a check in the middle. So I didn't really check too much in the middle to see how they were doing. But they look good. I want to fluff it up, but I don't want to do too much mixing. Let's see if you can get a good, do not fall out of my hand, visual. The worms are kind of more on this side. So let's try it again. There they go. A lot of it is breaking down. I'm kind of keeping them fed more so towards the right, like over here. And then they'll come over on this side when they want to, kind of if they don't want food, if they want somewhere it's a little bit more wet, somewhere it's a little bit more dry, they'll migrate wherever it's comfortable for them. So not too worried about that, but I'm trying to keep all the food on one side so when I'm ready to start harvesting these, that it'll be a lot easier to figure out what's mostly worm castings. So like a lot of that is just nice and dark with very little bedding, very little food. You can see the worm on this side. Very little food mixed in it. And so it's a lot of that is just worm casting. They got to cycle through, except for this lovely chicken bone. They kind of have to cycle through a lot of that and to get onto this side where most of the food is. So when they come this side, it's going to be a lot more pooping, finishing up eating whatever may be over here, but heavy feeds are over here. And then once they break that down, I'll start to migrate the feed this way, collect from there once I've actually collected from here. If that makes sense. But they're looking good. I know I haven't posted in a minute because I've actually been down with whatever freaking virus is going on in the state of Delaware. I'm not sure if there's a lot going on where you guys are. If you guys are seeing a lot more sickness, a lot more viruses, that's actually not even COVID related, flu related, although the symptoms that I had was a lot like the flu. But it wasn't the flu, it wasn't RSV, it was not COVID, but it felt like all of the above in one shot. Between the respiratory part of it, so I had COVID before, that headache, like that headache is unlike any other headache ever in life. So it was a combination of feeling like I had all three, but I had none of the above. So leave me a comment if you guys are noticing that there's a lot more viruses going around nowadays. And because of it, and since it is winter time, I am slowly starting to get my focus back on the medicinal part of my pharmacy. And I will have some videos coming in soon about how to make your own medicines, how to not depend on the grocery store, the pharmacy. All right, so I was outside in the garage and my camera kind of crapped out on me. But what I was saying, and I will make this short because I need to go and rest because I'm still recovering. I will have a couple of videos out where I will be showcasing different medicines that you can make from home from the things that you grow in your own garden, whether you're growing them in a container, whether you're growing them outside in the ground. We actually have the power to make our own medicine and heal ourselves without the dependency of pharmaceuticals. And I will show you some of the ways that I actually use to try to cope with whatever it was I was dealing with last week and what I'm still utilizing now as well versus over-the-counter medicine. So if there's anything in specific that you would like to learn, shoot me a comment. And if that's on the repertoire of what's coming up soon, I'll gladly share those first. But remember, like, subscribe, and share and hit the notification button so that you can stay aware of when I post new videos, because sometimes it can be infrequent. So until next time, guys, talk to you soon.